It is a day 48 of 50 ways to rebuild your finances in 50 days. Countdown to celebrate my 50th birthday. I am Trisha Daniel, third generation speaker on financial literacy and in financial clarity because I love giving people clarity on their money, especially in rebuilding. I'm a woman who has rebuilt her finances over divorce, job loss, medical emergencies. So that's why I want to share this with you as we count down to my birthday. And today we're on day 48. For day 49, we talked about our money personalities because in understanding your personality, your behaviors with how you handle your money, it helps you clear out those financial ruins. Because when we are wanting to rebuild and build a house, especially on a firm foundation, one thing we have to do is clean out the ruins. We don't want a lot of rubble to build our dream house on, right? And so for day 48, I want to go one step deeper. We're going to go deeper into that soil, the ruins that may be hiding in the soil of our lives. We talked about the money personality, those branches, how we behave. So let's, if you thought about a tree and thought about those branches, let's go down to the roots, that soil that it is in. Because sometimes things that are below the surface that we haven't addressed affect our money. Now, if you think back to your childhood, what is your first money memory? When I take women through breath work sessions, a lot of what we talk about, and I get them to start to really breathe in deeply about is what is your first money memory? If you've ever done breath work before, I highly recommend the book called Just Breathe by Dan Brule. It talks about breath work on a spiritual and neuroscience level. But when you start to think about your first money memory, those subconscious feelings that maybe you've suppressed, maybe your parents fought about money. Maybe you saw parents stress out about money, the stress on your mom's face as a single mom as she tried to make things work and make that money stretch, or your dad sitting at the kitchen table having to write checks and stress on their lives, or maybe your parents fought. And so you think about money, you think about the stress of them fighting. So feelings of avoidance, maybe your parents never even talked about money. So things are just, it was carefree. And so you spend money carefree and you never realize where that came from. Or maybe it's that status. Why do I always thought of money as a status symbol? Or the penny pinching that you do? Maybe it comes from back in your childhood. So for day 48, I want you to start to think about that first money memory. Find a quiet spot, lay on the ground with a blanket, breathe in through your belly, breathe in through your heart, sigh out. Go through this breath, the circular breath, and start to think of that first money memory. Write it down. What is that for you? And what are the feelings that it brings up? Breathe for about a minute. Write it down. And we're going to go over this more. But for day 48, again, we're taking things one step at a time because that's how you do. You can't just rush you can't just rush and build your house. You have to take things one step at a time. And if I sit through this amazing affirmation backdrop, yeah, I found it on Amazon. Highly recommend it. I will put it in the notes below the link because it talks about, again, those core of who are we with money? What is the core of who you are? I am this. But right now, sometimes we're a little shaky. Why am I this way with money? And we want to build that confidence level. So for day 48, something super simple. Who are you with money?